Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Lock Daddy commentating Magic the Gathering. And what we have today is the Mythic Championship VI Richmond, Virginia. Limited and standard, although we're only doing the standard portion of it because I don't commentate limited. It's incredibly boring. Some people like to watch it, but it just, in general, is just much less entertaining than constructed, in my opinion. I think in a lot of people's opinions. But yeah, let's look at the breakdown, the day one metagame breakdown, and it's a doozy. And I'm sure people at this point have heard of Oko, aka Broko, because of how broken he is, how overpowered he is. 3-drop Planeswalker. I have an inkling that they thought the food mechanic was not going to be super great, but I feel like they put a lot of backing behind it to make sure that it was relevant. But just like energy, it kind of is dominating the field now, because of Oko primarily. And we got 37% of the field playing Sultai food, which is black, green, blue. And the only reason that black was added to the deck was to play the mirror match, so that you could run Noxious Grasp, which destroys a green or white permanent, aka Oko, for 2 mana. So you have to have like a 2 mana answer to Oko, or he just takes over the fucking game, because you put him out on turn 2. You have Gilded Goose turn 1, Oko turn 2, and it's just like, how do you beat that? Like, it's just so oppressive that like you have to remove him immediately. There's also the counter spell, the what's it called? Mythic Dispute. Mystic Dispute. And it's a 1 blue counter spell when you're countering a blue spell. Otherwise it costs 3. And it makes you pay, it's like a mana leak, you have to pay 3 extra, it's countered. Again, this card is one of the other cards that can stop Oko from just completely dominating, because it only costs 1 mana to counter an Oko. But this is a sideboard card, I believe, in most of these decks too. So they're playing like 2 or 3 of these in the sideboard too. They're also playing Veil of Summer main deck and Ether Gust main deck, which are both hate cards to hate the colors out of, you know, the colors they're playing against, which is blue, black, green. So yeah, this is a really, really narrow format, and I really think Oko is gonna get banned. I think he's gonna. I mean, they banned Field of the Deads, which, yes, that card needed to get banned. I think Oko is next on the chopping block. He's just too format warping. Like, I mean, look, the next highest deck is Simic Food, which is the exact same deck. It just doesn't have black. So basically, it's omitting the black, so it doesn't have to play with Noxious Grasp. I think that's really the only card that it's splashing black for, is Noxious Grasp. Otherwise, it's just a Simic deck. And then we got Bant Food, which is 7% of the 7.1% of the field. All right, the top 3 percentage. So that's, let's see, 26.1% plus 37%. So that's 63.1% of the field is basically playing the same deck, with, you know, either a splash of white or a splash of black, or just straight Simic. That's ridiculous. That's like that's like almost as bad as Eldrazi Winter. Like, almost. I think Eldrazi was like, I want to say like 70% of the field. It's very close to this. It's just being dominated. And then you got like Golgari Adventure, and you got the Temur Reclamation deck, which is kind of a thing. And then Jeskai Fires, which is the one that lets you, you know, play 2 free spells a turn. And you got some other stuff. You got some aggro stuff, some Gruul, Rakdos, whatever. I think all those decks are just far less powerful. I think the Oko decks are just by far the best decks. Like, I don't really think it's a competition. I mean, yeah. You know. 63.1% of the field. But let's get into it. I have a feeling we're going to be watching a lot of Oko decks, unfortunately. But, Alright, pairings are posted. Let's go. Oh, of course, Once Upon a Time. Okay, this version has what white card is it playing? Oh, look, no white cards main deck, so it's only splashing for sideboard cards. But yeah, you got the 4 Nissa, 4 Okos. These are basically the crux of all these decks, and 4 Gilded Goose, 4 Paradise Druid, 4 Wicked Wolf. These are pretty much in every single deck. This little 15 card package. Right here. Boom. Oh, Once Upon a Time also, so this 20 card package. Or, no. 24 card package. Yeah, this is 20 cards right here. 24 card. So basically a 24 card packet. Oh, Hydroid Crassus too. So the other decks play 4 Hydroid Crassus, I believe. Like the Simic and the Sultai, maybe. Okay, this guy's playing Brazen Borrowers. Little spice, but yeah, he's playing 4 Hydroid Crassus. This is the Simic version. Yeah, so basically you're talking about like maybe 4 card difference between like all of these decks. But they are all playing 4 Wicked Wolf, 4 Paradise Druid, 4 Gilded Goose, 4 Nissa, 4 Oko, 4 Once Upon a Time. Those 20 cards, or those 24 cards are basically in every deck. And then they're playing like, you know, some number of Hydroid Crassus, some other stuff. Okay, here's the Sultai Sacrifice decks. But again, also playing Oko. Alright, let's go. It's the Cuneo. What up, Cuneo? Alright. Alright, Mardu Knights versus a Selesnya Adventure. Okay. Not an Oko deck. Sweet. So we got Innkeeper. Okay, this is the guy that when you play an adventure, you draw a card. Oh no, this is when you play a creature that has an adventure on it, you draw a card, not the actual adventure. Okay, so what this Selesnya deck wants to do is just play a bunch of 1-drops, draw a bunch of cards, and then play like a Loxodon Smiter, or Loxodon... Not Smiter. Smiter is the modern one from a long time ago. Venerated Loxodon, the one that you tap, it's got Convoke, so, and then each creature you tap gets a +1/+1 on it for counter on it for when you pay the Convoke cost. And then okay, this Mardu Knights deck. Okay, it's playing the I forgot the name of that guy. No, it's not showing the little. They used to have the little thing. It's playing the 2-drop that makes a 1, or it gets +1/+1. It's like when it attacks, all your knights get +1/+1, I think. Alright, here's the Venerated Loxodon. This is turn 3. Yeah, it's playing Fairy Godmother. It's playing all the like 1-drops. It's also going to be playing the Beast that the adventure makes a 1/1 and it's a 5/5 Fairy Tale Beast. I can't remember the name of it. And it can only attack if you have a 1/1 creature, I believe. And then that 1-drop White Knight is a 2/1. And when it dies, you can put a +1/+1 counter on another knight, which is actually pretty good. It's a 1-drop 2/1. And it's a knight. Oh, we got Rotting Regisaur. Okay. It's the 7/6 Dino for 3 that makes you discard every upkeep. Does not seem great here. Although it will take, what, 3 of his creatures. But he's just got this engine with the Innkeeper. He's drawing two cards every time he plays a creature with an adventure on it. So it's decks like these that overwhelm the Oko decks, because the Oko decks don't play board wipes, so that's the one thing it can't deal with, really. It's just got 1-for-1 removal and really strong planeswalkers. Love Struck Beast, that's what it's called. Fairy Guide Mother, not Godmother. Yeah. Pretty much it's just like every 1/1 or every 1-drop adventure creature that's in white or green gets played in this deck. Just to draw cards off of. This is probably the most budget standard deck. Yeah, he's kind of screwed here. There's a million attackers on the Selesnya side. He's just got his Rotting Register, and it's also making him discard every turn, so not looking good. Yeah, plays another Love Struck Beast, draws 2 cards, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even need to rush this game. Like, he can just kill him with flyers. I mean, they're both playing creature decks, but the Selesnya deck is just much more explosive and just go wide, and it's got flyers and... Oh, did he draw Embercleave? That's kind of cool. I like that. Embercleaving the Regisaur. I like that. Yeah, he's not even going to show him the Embercleave. Because it's just, he can't do enough damage to him. But I like it, I like the plan he's got there. It's to like, you know, buff up a Regisaur and then Embercleave and just do a shitload of double strike trample damage. I mean, he could have done like 10 damage to him there, but that's not enough. Has to do 20. Alright, that looks like a, what, a Rakdos? No, that's like a 3-color. That's like Jund. No, that's like 4-color. What? I see it's blue, black, red, green, huh? These look like both just like Trail of Breadcrumb decks. Witch's Cauldron. Does this use like the familiar, the cat familiar? Alright. Game 2. We got, was it Captain of the Legion and Lovestruck Beast for its adventure, putting a 1/1 out. So he's got 3 Edgewall Innkeepers in his hand. It's like a sideboard card. This is the protection from black 2/1 guy. And he can exile a card from a graveyard. Apostle of the Purifying Light. Alright, Fervent Champions. They give a knight +1 attack, or +1 power when they attack, and equips cost 3 less to activate. Seems great in this deck. So he plays Flaxen Intruder and Giant Killer, draws 2 cards after playing Innkeeper. He's got a lot of creatures on the board, but the Knight player also does, and his creatures are better. So at the moment, because until a Loxodon comes out, his creatures are basically just like 1/1s, and the Flaxens are 1/2s. The Giant Killer's a 1/2. Just gonna get in with his first strikers. He's not gonna attack into the pro black guy. That guy's very strong against him. Alright, so he's going to team block both of these. Make him have the pump spell. Alright, he plays the Black Knight that gives a Knight Death Touch with Flash. And he kills both of the blockers because you can deal 1 to each of them. You don't have to deal... If it has Death Touch, you only have to deal 1. But he loses the other Knight. Alright, Kuneo's gonna flower for a basic. Play 2 Innkeepers. Yeah, they're just 1/1. They have the advantage bar. I guess it's because he's got the 2/1 protection from Black Eye, which is very, very strong. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, it's very, very strong. He's got 3 black creatures, all of which will die if they attack into it. But I think he needs to just start doing it. I don't know. I guess he's just going to keep attacking in with the other knights. Well, that's nice. He gets a proc off of the 4 damage. So both of his knights of the Ebon Legion get a counter. It's very important. Now they don't die to the 2/1. Although now he's going to draw a bunch of cards, and he just drew a land. Yeah. It's going to start getting bad for the knight player now. Alright, he's going to Conclave Tribunal one of the knights. Just trying to preserve his life total. Dead by Daylight new update? What do you mean? Poggers. Alright, they're something's going on. Okay, he Legions ends the Innkeepers. Oh, that's what you mean, fight is. Yeah. No, this is not Dead by Daylight. This is Magic the Gathering. Yeah, I do Magic the Gathering commentary on the weekends if there's big tournaments, and this is the Mythic Championship. So, yeah. I'll probably play DBD later after this. God Eternal Oketra. Seems good. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 4/4 black zombie warrior token with Vigilance. Vigilance seems good. Since this deck just plays creatures for the most part. Alright, gets an Embercleave off of the new Knight that lets you look at the top 5 cards and get a Knight or equipment. Alright, looking up a card. Got the thumbs up. Alright, he's swinging with the team. He's got Embercleave in hand. You just figure out what he's going to attach Embercleave to. Okay, he uses the Giant Killer ability. I assume his Red Knight gave a +1 power to that guy, so now he's got 4 power, and that can kill a creature of 4 power or greater. Yeah, the Knight player's totally done now. He's just lost his whole board. Yeah, this Knight deck's cool and all, but it's just... it doesn't do enough broken stuff to win, I guess. Yeah, he's just still playing super defensively. He doesn't want to, like, somehow leave himself open to an attack with double strike that'll just kill him for 10 damage. Alright, he's attacking with all his big stuff. Gonna force chump blocks here. It's kind of weird that God Eternal Oketra has double strike. I guess there are maybe a white creature or two out there with double strike, but yeah, it's GG. GG's. I guess they're not going to show sideboard either. We're going to go to the next round. And time walk match. Alright, what do we got here? Round number 5. Selesnya versus Gruul aggro. Okay, so this is basically the same Selesnya deck that we just saw versus Gruul aggro. Zerta Goblin. Let's go. Wow, he mulliganed to like 5 or 4. He mulliganed to 4. Wow. Ouch. Raise the alarm. Oh, yeah, that card's in. That's M20, right? Yeah. So you have the Loxodon. Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, it's just so good. He's got 10 power on the board, turn 3. Yeah, I don't see this Gruul deck winning on 4, a mold of 4. Seems really hard to win. Yeah, it's pretty much over now. Venerated locks it on number 2. Now they're all 3/3s on a 2/3. But yeah. And he's got his Love Struck Beast, which is 5/5. Pelt Collector. His card's cool. There was kind of briefly a mono green deck when this card first came out, with Pelt Collectors and the Champion of Leaves, the 3 green 5/4 guy, and the who couldn't be blocked by power 2 or less, and Nullhide Ferox, and the Giant Dinosaur. It was alright. It wasn't ever top tier, but it was playable. That's GG. Yeah, I don't think they're going to show sideboards, unfortunately. But, they'll bring in, like, removal for each other's creatures, etc. Alright, turn 1 Pelt Collector. That's a good start. Hopefully no mold to 4 this time. It's like, yeah, he kept all 7. And his opponent's going to flower for a land. Dude, Paradise Druid. Paradise Druid is kind of an all-star right now. Played in a lot of decks. The whole, like, hexproof as it's untapped means you can't, like, stop their ramp from happening is pretty damn good. And she's a 2/1, so that's something. Questing Beast. This thing's beastly. This was in the Oko deck before to beat Oko and other planeswalkers and stuff, because you can't block it by creatures power 2 or less. But this card no longer is even needed in the Oko deck because there's stronger cards you can play. Alright, we have the Innkeeper. And he plays a Giant Killer, draws a card. Would have really liked a white mana there, then he could have played Loxodon, that would have been perfect. Oh wait, now he can, of course. He's got the white creature. Yeah, Convoke works for the color of the creature too, to pay for colored lands, I forgot. So yeah, that's fairly disgusting. And Loxodon can block Questing Beast and trade with it now. He's still got 5 2/2s on the board, or 4 2/2s, 1 2 3. Alright, he plays Spellbreaker, gives it haste instead of a +1/+1, and swings with everything. So he's gonna get in for at least 9 here, probably 10. I don't know if he's gonna block. He probably is gonna block and trade with the Questing Beast here. Take 9. That's going to pump his Pelt Collector to a 4/4, which has trample. If it becomes a 4/4, it gets trample. So his blocks are kind of bad right now. He wants to get the Questing Beast off the board, but he also wants to keep the Venerated Loxodon. I think 2 life is the same as 1 at this. Well, I guess not against trample, but oh, did he forget the trigger? He did. He totally forgot the Pelt Collector trigger. No, buddy. Buddy. It's a 4-power creature, man. Your Pelt Collector's 3-power. Bro. That's actually really big because the Pelt Collector gets trample when it's a 4/4 too. That was a huge miss. Oh, and he finds the +4/+2. That would have been game right there, probably, if he had remembered that trigger. He totally fucked that one up. Yeah, he's just gonna have to chump everything anyways. I guess he's so far ahead that it doesn't matter that he fucked up, but still, you can't make mistakes like that. Not on this. Not at the Mythic Championship. I'd play this on the Paradise Druid, 100%. Okay. Oh yeah, Spellbreaker is hexproof, I forgot. That's actually the right target. As long as it's your turn, Spellbreaker gets hexproof. Good call, good call. So you can't remove it with the Giant Killer adventure. Oh, he did have the Giant Killer in his hand. Wow, did he actually purposely not put the counter on the Pelt Collector because of Giant Killer? That is like the most heads-up play I've ever seen in my life, if that's the case. I think he just forgot the trigger. I don't think he would not put the... I mean, it gives it trample, so, like, come on. You're playing against a creature matchup. I think he forgot. I don't... He's like the god tier player if he was playing around Giant Slayer or Giant Killer. Oh, this is the Jeskai Cavalier of Waves deck. Or Cavalier of Gales. I've seen this deck. It's pretty cool. Oh, it plays Fires of Emission too. Alright, turn 1 Flower. Game number 3, turn 1, Once Upon a Time. The ideal turn 1. Because you get to play it for free. 2, getting in there for 4 damage. He plays the Fairy Guide Mother Adventure. And then Fairy Guide Mother. Getting all aggro on this aggro deck. Alright, he's giving it haste. Looks like we got a race on our hand, boys and girls. Questing Beast, is that bad boy coming out? Looks like he's going to Devout Decree the Spellbreaker. This is a exile target red or black planeswalker or creature. Yeah. And scry 1. Sorcery speed. It's pretty damn good, actually. Like, all the hate cards they printed in this in M20 are very, very strong. Like, Veil of Summer especially, that card is, like, stupid good. Like, that card's getting widely played in Modern. It might even be played in Legacy. Like, it's good enough for Legacy. Like, no doubt in my mind it's good enough for Legacy. And I think it is in the Teamer Delver list in the sideboard. I think it is. Like, a couple copies, maybe. I've seen it. I've definitely seen it in Legacy, though. Card is really good. I mean, it costs 1. It counters... It makes your stuff uncounterable, makes your stuff all hexproof, gives you hexproof, and it draws you a card. Like, it's just like 2 for 1 mana. It's just obscenely good. Yes, Harpooner comes into play, fights the Guide Mother. Harpoon down, get some. Pumps up the Pelt Collector. Let's go. Yeah, that does not feel good trading with a 3-1, though. That doesn't feel good at all. But, I mean, I feel like... did he need to attack there? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I would have made that attack. I think trading your Pelt Collector for a 3-1 is not great at all. It's pretty bad. Yeah, and he had the Questing Beast in hand. That would have made it a 4-4. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Like, he could have just held off and then attacked this turn. And it would have been great. He has a choice between what, the 3/1 and an innkeeper. I don't like that 3/1 guy. I don't know. I guess all the decks play him because he's just another adventure creature. That's cheap. Yeah, he's like, I'll just trade with you right here. I don't need to go down to 5. Trades his board off. Oh, why did you do that, dude? Should have played the Pelt Collector. Now he's going to lose the Druid and not get the counter on Pelt Collector. This guy's making all kinds of misplays. All kinds of misplays. Maybe he just doesn't realize that Pelt Collector gets tokens when something dies. Maybe he just doesn't realize that. Yeah, he just straight up doesn't know. You need to read your cards, bro. Read your damn cards. Holy shit. Yeah, he's missed every single die trigger on Pelt Collector, so he obviously just doesn't know that it works that way. He thinks it's just when you cast. Aren't they... Does this say you may put? I think it does say you may put on it. That's why they're not calling them on it. why is he putting the giant killer first? He's letting him keep the innkeeper? Bro, what are you doing? Not to mention the innkeeper has one more power too. I guess it can tap creatures, so that's like... He doesn't want that, but shit. That's super risky, because that's just his card engine. It's his drawing engine there. Oh, he's at 1 life. Yeah, I think he totally like would have won this game if he had put the counters on Pelt Collector. I mean, 1 life, yeah. He'd be dead. Yeah. He made a lot of misplays. Really, he just needs to know what the cards in his deck do. How they function. That's kind of priority 1. But he gets saved by the Skargan Hellkite top deck. Dude, you did not deserve to win, Craig Keithley. Yeah, he's pointing out on the card, dude, you get counters when shit dies, too. Yeah, Greg Keithley. Luck trumps skill every time. Luck trumps skill. Read your cards, bro. You're playing at a freaking Mythic Championship, for God's sake. Read the goddamn cards in your deck. Oh, yeah. I forgot, they're playing Casualties of War in the Sultai deck, too. The Sultai Oko decks are playing Casualty of War and, 2 copies of Casualty of War and, 2 copies of Vraska. Alright, round 6. Round 6. Luis Salvato versus Woo. Woo. What, they already have the double advantage bar on the right? What are they both playing? Golgari Adventure and Sultai Sacrifice. Okay, cool. Haven't seen these decks yet. Although the Golgari Adventure deck, I assume, is like the Selesnya one, only it's playing Golgari. It's still using the Innkeeper engine. And then this Sultai Sacrifice deck's engine is the Cauldron Familiar, and it plays the Cauldron, the Witch's Cauldron, and it plays, you know, so it can keep sacking food to bring the cat back, and it just drains you for a bunch of life. And it plays Oko, apparently. Because why not? It's Broko. And it makes food, so yeah. Seems good for Cauldron Familiar. Lovestruck Beast is a powerhouse. 5/5 for 3. Is able to kill Oko. Very important. If that Oko stayed at the table, he probably would have just run away with the game. Alright, just gonna use Vraska as a removal spell. Dude, Luis Salvato kind of looks like Ryan Gosling. I'm going to put that out there right here. I don't know who agrees with me on that. Hanako! What's up, bud? You're home now? Didn't go to GalaxyCon because you got sick with 102 fever and sore throat. Learned. Damn, dude. You got the airplane crud, or maybe you got some mysterious California, Southern Cali plague from dirty kids at the Universal Studios. Well, I hope you're feeling better now. Are you feeling better now? Oh, you're still sick? That sucks. I was sick. I had a cold like last... Oh, it started yesterday? Damn, dude. Damn. I got sick like last week. It was like a cold though. It was very mild. I was only sick for like 3 or 4 days. And it was like not super bad sick. It was just... I had like a scratchy like sore throat for like a day, and then like it was in my nose for like a day, and then I started getting better. Alright, we got Trail of Breadcrumbs. The enchantment that makes a food, and then when you sacrifice a food, you can pay 1 to draw a card. Star Trek cast. Which Star Trek? Discovery? Or TNG? Or like original, like the remaining living people of the original Star Trek? Like Shatner was there, and Uhura, and who's the other person who's alive? Chekhov. Those are like the only 3 originals that are... Oh, Sulu's live too. Yeah, I've seen Shatner, Koenig, and Nichelle Nichols. Nichelle Nichols and Koenig came for a panel at Rose City. I saw them, and then Shatner came by himself. I saw him. George Takei's never been to Rose City though. I have not seen him. That's cool. But it's the My Hero Academia American voice actors, right? I don't watch that show in English. The only like anime that I watched like dubbed was like when I was younger, when I was like a teenager, like on Cartoon Network and stuff. Like those were actually some pretty good dubs back in the day though. Like Cowboy Bebop, the original Cowboy Bebop dub was really good, and Like the original Akira dub, I think was really good, which actually got lost. That was only on VHS. They never made a DVD version with the original Akira dub. It's got the guy who does the voice for Leonardo is Kaneda, and I have that on VHS. The Death Note dub, really? I've heard a lot of people make fun of the Death Note dub. I never saw the dubbed Death Note. I've only watched it, the Japanese one. And I've seen it like 4 times, so like, yeah. It's pretty solidified. Ooh, we got Massacre Girl. Played Massacre Girl just so he could kill the Legion guy. I guess he only lost a druid. Yeah, there's like the one part. Really? I've always talked to people who are like make fun of it, like because like the part where he's like eating chips, he's like, "I take a chip and eat it." Dun 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 dun. You hear the like ominous music in the background. I mean that part itself is funny, but like the English sounded much cheesier. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see dubbed. Also, Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing had a really good dub too. I'm actually watching that again. I haven't watched it since the 90s when it first came out. And it's pretty good. It's still it holds up pretty well. Like um it's definitely my favorite of the Gundam remakes. I kind of like this Golgari adventure deck. It's got a lot of just like value, like 2 and 3 for ones. Like the Foulmire Knight is actually like a 3 for 1. Well, 2 for 1. Nah, it's like a 3 for 2 for 1, I guess. 2.5 for 1. If it kills something with Death Touch, it's like a 3 for 1, kind of. I don't know. But oh, I saw the voice actor for All Might. It's what's his name? It's that really famous voice actor guy who does the voice of it's the guy who does Jake the dog, right? Is it that guy? No. I can't remember. He's pretty famous though. He does other voices. I can't remember who. Yeah, he came to Rose City. I saw him and some other people. I think he was the only My Hero Academia voice. Wicked Wolf. This card is disgustingly good. Built in 2 for 1. These decks look pretty evenly matched. I don't know. Kind of tit for tat. They both got a lot of value. A lot of 2 for 1s. Have you been watching the new My Hero Academia season 3 yet? By the way, that I think there's 3 episodes out, and although there was a 2 week delay for the next episode's coming out. Oh, you're not super into it? Cool. I'm a pretty big fan. I'm not like die-hard Academia fan, but it's pretty good. I mean, why did he pass the turn back? Does he want to kill Oko before he uses him again? Okay, he's during the upkeep. Alright, this is crazy. He's sacking a Food Vraska to draw a card, and the Trail of Breadcrumbs is going to let him do that effect too. Oh yeah, Trail of Breadcrumbs lets you look at the top 2 and draw one of them. Rick and Morty starts like tomorrow, doesn't it? I think tomorrow is when the first episode comes out. Yeah. Can't wait. Yo, you should see Doctor Sleep. It was so fucking good. Like, Doctor Sleep and The Joker were like my 2 favorite movies this year. Like, for sure. Doctor Sleep might be my #1 movie this year so far. It was really fucking good. It was like 2.5 hours long, and it just like didn't even feel like it. It was just like really fast paced, really good. Super creepy. Really cool storyline. Good acting. Great acting all around. The little girl actor, she was like really good. And Ewan McGregor, of course, is a great actor, and Rebecca Ferguson was really good too. She's an evil motherfucker. When you're not sick, yeah, for sure. Dude, look how many cards he has on the adventure stack that he can still play. Damn. Did you do any of the archive quests yet? I finished them all, even the survivor-sided ones. They don't take that long to do. I finished the killer ones like really quickly, and then the survivor ones it took me a little bit longer. Dude, that's so crazy that you get to use Trail of Breadcrumbs when something else sacrifices the food. So good. Alright, he's finally running out of gas a little bit. Playing all his creatures on the adventure. Yeah, he's just gonna scoop. Once he sees the second Trail of Breadcrumbs, there's just like no way he's gonna beat it. He's just gonna drain him so much every turn he can't ever like do enough damage. Alright, here we go. Game number 2. Alright, we got the kitty cat and the gilded goose. Plays his Love-Struck Beast. Yeah, I feel like these decks that just like just have value and like have some good creatures just can't compete with like these Oko decks, like, or this combo deck that also has Oko. And there he is, Broko, making a food. Noxious Grasp. This card's like main deck, and like anyone who's playing black is playing Noxious Grasp, like 4 of main deck. Alright, he's just cycling Veil of Summer. Because he did play a blue spell. You do actually have to... The opponent has to play a blue or a black spell for you to draw the card. You can't just, like, use it. Yeah, I think it's funny. Murderous Rider is, like, such a good card normally for, like, a standard meta, but it's just, like, not good enough for this. Like, you have to have Noxious Grass, which is, like, a even faster Planeswalker killer, but, like, 3 mana to kill a creature or a Planeswalker is really, at instant speed, is really good. Normally. I mean, Hero's Downfall, that card was an all-star, all block. Yeah, it's just not good enough versus Oko. Alright, Noxious Grasp, the Love Struck Beast. Legion's in on the 2 geese. Seems good. Going on the offensive with the food elk. Oko is Broko. It's Oko number 3. Is there even a reason to chump block this elk right now? Okay, he's going to. Alright, Massacre Girl will take care of the board. Yeah, he knew he had a Massacre Girl in his hand. Maybe he was baiting it out? I don't know. Oh, he's got, oh no, that's the Elder Spell. He's gonna murderous rider the massacre girl, huh? Oh yeah, duh. Yeah, because Elder Spell the Oko. Why is he not Elder Spelling the Oko? I don't get it. He's just letting him get continuous value off Oko. I'm confused. Maybe he's trying to get him to play a Vraska too. Get a 2-for-1. I don't. This is a dirtily game. This actually feels a lot just like food versus food. Well, he's playing like the cauldron little package in there, but it's pretty much Sultai Oko food. Oh, I guess he's got Trail of Breadcrumbs and the Cauldron Familiar and the couple Cauldrons. He's not playing Hydroid Crassus. Oh yeah, the Black Splash is for Vraskas too. And they play 2 Vraskas, 2 Casualties of War, I believe. All the mainstream Oko, Barocco. Okay, this is what he saved the Elder Spell for, apparently. Alright, draws a card off Castle Lochthwain, loses 3 life. Draws Vraska. Are you gonna fire off that Elder Spell, bro? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Holding on to that card forever. Okay, cool. You got a 2-for-1 with it. Yeah, he's got 2 familiars now and the oven. Yeah, this is over. There's no way Salvato's coming out of this. Yeah, he's just dead here, isn't he? Yeah, it's GG. Alright, round number 7. Alright, Sultai Food versus Sultai Food. We actually haven't seen the most played deck yet. It's little little Bradley Nelson, 6-0. And Tonros. That's a crazy name. Let's go. Alright, both got Paradise Druids. Gets out a Hydroid Crassus on 2, turn 3. And there's Broco. What's up, bud? Making a food. Another Hydroid Crassus. Yeah, Wicked Wolf here. Ooh, he's going to Elkify the Druid, cut off his mana. Doesn't want him to play Nissa. That's the card he's afraid of. But he's got another land drop, so... He doesn't have Nissa in hand, though. I don't think. He's got Ugin. Yeah, Vraska kills Oko. I guess that's why everyone's playing Vraska now. Again, to counter Oko. There's like so many cards that are like adages for Oko. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Vince Benetton. This card's great. Widely played in Modern now. Alright, Elkified is Wicked Wolf. Deal with that pesky Indestructible. Casualties of War. Boom. Creature, Planeswalker, land. Get some. 3 for 1. Wicked Wolf. Seems good. Takes out the Paradise Druid. Trade with the Elk. Seems fine. Crassus on 4, draw 2, gain 2. Alright, Brad finds a Crassus of his own. That's what he needed. Refill that hand. Crassus is like just the... You're top decking? Oh, look, a Crassus. I just have like 3 or 4 more cards in my hand now. Seems good. Yeah, this card's kind of like an all-star in Pioneer right now, too. There's like a green ramp deck. Or Simic ramp deck that plays Hydroid Crassus. And like gets out a bunch of huge creatures. And the one thing about ramp is you run out of action. So like Hydroid Crassus is just like the perfect card in a ramp deck. Because it's a giant flying creature and it draws you cards on cast. Can't be countered. Well, that part of the card can't be countered. You always draw and gain life off of it, even if the card's countered. You have to play with that counter spell that like removes everything on the stack, as well as countering it, which costs 4. It's from a set that Emrakul the Promised End came out of. I forgot the name of that set. Not looking good for the Brad Nelson. He's got 2 giant Crassi, if you will. Looks like Brad's flooding out a little bit. Oh, he's got another Casualties of War in hand. And now he's got Vraska. Seems good. Alright, there's Ugin the Ineffable. He's going to have a massive Casualties of War here. It's going to get Ugin, Crassus, food token, and land. Four for 1. Not bad. He's got 1,000,000 food. 3 Gilded Geese. Another Wicked Wolf. Kill that goose. Swinging for 2. And Brad's helmet now. He needs to draw some. He needs to get some action. He needs to get a little bit of action here. Wicked Wolf, not bad, not bad. I think he's going to Ether Gust this. Alright, Wicked Wolf goes after the Gilded Goose. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go after the Wicked Wolf and sack the token. Oh, he's got Nissa now. This is probably over. Nissa is the big nail in the coffin. Land is not going to cut it, Brad Nelson. Yeah, I don't know how Brad comes back from here. This seems over. He needs like his own Nissa right now, or like a Crassus to start the comeback, but I don't know if it's even possible at this point. Because Nissa's just going to keep making 3/3s and then ultimate, and they're all indestructible. Yeah, Paradise Druid not so good. Yeah, he's not even attacking. He's just knows he's gonna win off Nissa, unless he has to stop Nissa from ulting. Yeah, he's ultimating now. I don't think Brad can come back from this now. He's just going to draw all action now, get every land in play. And all of those 3/3s are indestructible now. Then he has another Nissa. Yeah. Scoop him up, Bradley. It's time to call this one, buddy. I probably would have scooped it off the ultimate itself, but it's fine. Alright, game number 2 of round 7. Let's go. Oh, no turn 2 Oko. But he did Veil of some of the duress. Seems good. Oh no, he took the Veil of Summer with the duress. Duh. Duh. Yeah, Veil of Summer, incredibly powerful. In fact, Friday before last, I got beat by that card. Fucking Valakut, man. I had the win. I had Stubborn Denial with Ferocity. He had 2 cards in his hand. Scape Shift, Stubborn Denial. I win. Nope, Veil of Summer. He wins. Veil of Summer's very, very strong. Ooh, missing those land drops, bro. Not looking good. Yeah, advantage bar. Bloop. Can't be missing those land drops, not the early ones. Not in this format with the broken cards that exist. Broko and Crassus and Wicked Wolf. Nissa. Yeah, he's got Oko in hand. Oh, he's just gonna play Wicked Wolf, okay. He's playing around Noxious Grasp, which he does have in his hand right now. So he's just gonna Noxious Grasp the Crassus. Misses a land again. Yeah, this is over, bro. Can't miss no double land in a row. Broko, what's up, dude? Draws the breeding pool finally, but I think it's a little too far gone now. Yeah. Scooping them up. Alright, here we go, game 3. We got Gilded Goose turn 1 for Bradley. And then we got nothing turn 1 or 2 for Tornros. Tornros. Yeah, his hand does not look great. He's got 3 blue cards. Oh, I guess he's got a blue land. I guess he can play Oko. But yeah, not a great start. It looks like he mulled a 5 too. And Brad's hand looks fantastic. He's just gonna get rid of Oko. No reason not to. If he attacked him, it would only put him down to what? 1. Yeah, he's got no black mana. He can't play the Vraska, which could kill the Oko. So, Casualties of War. Puts him down to just green mana. Yeah, I think this one's over. Yeah, that destroying land part of it is actually very relevant. I had that card played against me in a limited, and he got a 5-for-1 out of it. I was just like, holy shit. Got the enchantment, too. It was bad. Yeah, he just can't play his cards. And he mulliganed to 5. Yeah, he kept all basic lands. No shock lands at all. Getting punished by the 3-color deck a little bit. Getting a little bit punished. Didn't draw any mana dorks. Too little too late, buddy. Yeah. Alright, Sultai Food versus Golgari Adventure. This is round number 8. Mythic Championship VI Richmond, Virginia. Let's go. Gilded Goose on the board. Turn 1. Make a food. Uno, turn 2, Oko. Just puts out another goose. Looks like he's got what, Nissa? Wicked Wolf. Once upon a time. Yeah, you barely even see the Scrylands being used either. I guess they'll be used once the Actually, no, they're going to rotate out with the Shocklands, aren't they? Maybe not. Yeah, they will. It'll be. Yeah, it'll be Throne, M20, and then the two sets before, which are the Shockland sets. Ravnica. The two Ravnica sets. So yeah, Skylands aren't really going to see a lot of play. Alright, he's going to make the Wolf a 5/5. Get the clock rolling a little faster. He's not playing his Nissa. I guess he figures he has Noxious Grasp in hand. I guess he's basically like, you gotta deal with this wolf first. If you can't deal with this wolf, you're gonna lose anyways, so... Well, the Death Toucher's a good way to deal with it. Alright, Nissa's coming out now. He's like, alright. Guess I can't attack you with Wolfie anymore. Although he can just make it indestructible. Make it a 6/6. Probably gonna block the land here. Got him down to 4. Noxious Grasp, or no, a Murderous Rider, the Nissa. Yeah, Gilded Goose is just so good too. It just makes food that feeds the Wicked Wolf and Oko. It's just disgusting. Like this group of cards, this 24 cards that's in all these decks are just such a powerful engine. They definitely need to ban Oko. They're probably going to ban Oko right after the Mythic Championship ends. I'm sure it's going to be like, you know, 6 food decks in the top 8 at least. Like this is the deck that's supposed to beat it. Like these Golgari and Esper, or these Golgari and the Golgari and the white green adventure decks are supposed to be able to are made to beat these decks, but doesn't look like they have really an advantage at all. Selesnya and Golgari decks doesn't look like they have that much of an advantage over this deck, if any. Yeah, showing him that he flooded a little bit, but I think the food decks are where you need to be. Just like Eldrazi Winter, it's where you need to be if you want to win one of these. Alright, we got the Innkeeper first, and then Lovestruck Beast Adventure, putting out a human. Alright, he's got the engine out. Oh, never mind, it's dead. Alright, another Innkeeper, and Lovestruck Beast draws him a card. Wicked Wolf. Gonna get rid of that Innkeeper before it gives him too much value. Alright, he makes the Wicked Wolf a 4/4 in response, otherwise it would have gotten killed by Massacre Girl. Good call there. Stuffy in here. All right. Alright, get in for 9. It's like Golgari Adventure's doing what it's supposed to do. These 5/5s are pretty good. The Lovestruck Beast 5/5s. They pretty much outclass everything they got. They got like 3/3s mostly. And the Crassuses usually aren't that big. Yeah, he's gonna scoop him up. It's got minutes too, which is good. Alright, game number 3. Let's go. Paradise Root into Oko. Barocco. Alright, Oko Elkified the Innkeeper. That's when I'm drawing a bunch of cards. I can understand that. Yeah, also the Wicked Wolf can't kill the Lovestruck Beast either. So they actually have to have, you know, Noxious Grasp. Or like a Vraska. Alright, he finds the Noxious Grasp. Ooh, he's playing Rankle. Rankle, the Masters of Prankle. Rankle, Master of Prankle. Seems good. Plays the token off Lovestruck, plays Innkeeper, and then plays Lovestruck and draws a card. Building up quite a board. Rankle, Master of Prankle. Alright, he's gonna Noxious Grasp in response to the Veil of Summer cycling. Good call. Get rid of Oko. Oh, he draws the Hydroid Crassus, though. Nice draw. But he's still pretty far ahead. And he's probably going to Noxious Grasp the Hydroid. Swinging with everything. Yeah, swinging for 10. Or 8. Getting rid of the Innkeeper, huh? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I think I might get rid of Rankle. Sack the food, get rid of Rankle. Rankle's gonna be a problem. 3/3 flyer ain't nothing, especially when you're at 9 life. Not gonna sack the food? What are you doing, bruh? Why wouldn't you sack the food there? there. He's going to scry 2. Needs something big. Needs a Nissa here. I guess Oko would be good too. You can Oko the Rankle. Or a Hydroid Crassus. Goose keeps him alive, although he's got food. He's got some time. He's got a few draws. Sack 2 food, go to 8, then drop down to 3. What is Rankle going to do? Rankle. Nothing. Doesn't want him drawing cards. Yeah, Veil of Summer is not really good here. I don't know why he has Veil of Summer in there. It's only there for like Noxious Grasp and like Vraska. Seems not great. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's good. What the fuck? Alright. That is the end of day number 1 for the Mythic Championship VI Richmond, Virginia. This video is going to go up on my YouTube channel where you can watch it in scathing HD there. It's like 8,000 bitrate, 1080p. Really good. It's also going to be on my YouTube or on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/lock_daddy. Follow me on Twitter, which is lock_daddy1. And yeah, it'll be interesting. Although I predict top 8's going to be like 6 Sultai / Simic Oko decks. I mean, we saw the power there. Although the his Golgari adventure deck just won. He's 8-0, so he went 5-0 with that deck. Maybe that deck's better against the Oko decks than I thought. Questing Beast or Lovestruck Beast seems really good. That card seems really good because just a straight up 5/5 that comes out pretty quickly. You can't Wicked Wolf it. You know, you can Oko it. You can turn it into a 3/3, but that's not really where you want to be. I don't think. Because then you got to contend with that coming after Oko. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the Oko counter decks win or the Oko decks win. That's pretty much what's in the format right now. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for rounds 12 through 16, and then the top 8 the day after that. Peace.